Good afternoon, Visionary family. Scott Schlemmer here. I wanted to shoot a quick video today on the mining strategy for setting up your mining units, your mining slots, in comparison to what happens with this period compares to what happens to the next period. So if you look at here, I'm into my back office here. I'm on the wholesale platform. You can see here I've got 3,350 mining units allocated where I will receive the 20% bonus for using those within this current sysrep. Now remember, the sysrep is 10 weeks in length. We have 27 days left, so essentially 4 weeks from yesterday. So what we have is we have 4 weeks left. So far inside of this period, I have mined 3,350 mining units. Next period, I have already set up 4,850 mining units that you see here. So what I will get is I will actually get, and those are qualified units, which means I've actually set up 5,850 units. But what that means is I will get a 20% bonus just for having those 4,850 set up allocated for the next mining period. Once those are mined, I will get an additional 20% on those 4,850. It'll actually be 5,350, but anyways, that is how that works, okay? So how did I do that? That's the next question that we're going to go through here. So if you go into purchase mining time, here I've logged into one of my accounts. You can see today, so this week, so far, like I showed you, I've done 3,350, so I'm basically done mining for this period. I wouldn't need to mine necessarily all of these periods out the rest of this week to do one a week. I wouldn't have to, but I do have some expiring units coming up, so I do need to mine those based on the fact that some of my units are going to expire. So I set up one slot for this week, one slot for next week, one slot for the following week, one slot for the week after that. That will get me to the end of the sysrep right here. This one will. And my strategy is you could do whatever you want, but my feeling is that the highest uh, amount of slots mined typically is the very first week of the next period. So I've only set up 1 week for the following period, but that's 500, or excuse me, that's 50 mining units, because we know one slot is 50 mining units. So that means I have 50 mining units allocated for next pay period, or the next sysrep right here with the first week, and then I have another 24 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4 spots right there, where I'll have 24 slots allocated for the next period, which if you do all the math on that, comes out to 5,850. Okay, now why does it say only 4,850 are qualified? It's because it's only 20% after the first 1,000. Okay, so 20% will be, so the first 1,000 get mined, you get the coins, but you do not get a 20% bonus on those. You get a 20% bonus for allocating anything above 1,000 for the next sysrep. So that's how it comes out with 4,850. So I have those all set up to go. Here's the last 4 weeks coming up of this sysrep. 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, 4 here. The first week of the next sysrep, I could have done 24 this week, or you can do it however you want. But since I have a whole bunch of units that are going to expire sometime around in this area here, I just did 1 here. I did 24, 24, 24, 24. Now you see I have 463 units left inside of this account. Because those aren't expiring, I'm going to hold on to those units to use them for the following sysrep after that. On top of all of the other units I'm going to accumulate, I'll also allocate those for the following sysrep through commissions and through recruiting and whatever variables create more mining units for me. I will have more. I will have probably another 5 or 10,000, and I will allocate those over however I do it. So that's how that works. So you can see here, this sets up for the rest of this period, these 4 spots, which help equate this number of 3,350. And how it works is you get, for the first 500 that are actually mined within the current period that you're in, you don't get any bonuses on. Anything above 500 mined, you get a 20% bonus. So I've actually, by the end of this period, I will have mined 3,850 units total, but I will only get a bonus on 3,350. And then I just explained how the next period works. So that is how you want to set up your mining strategies if you want to maximize the 20% plus the 20% on top for allocating. So I call it the 20 plus 20, or the 40% rule. You're essentially going to get 40% on anything over 1,000 for the next period. So if you want to see how your units expire, you can do that right here, up here into the wholesale platform. Go into the wholesale platform and go under the units expiration, and you can click on that and you can see, we'll go into here. So you can see I don't have anything expiring until June of 2016, July of 2016, and those are the ones that are left over here, the 463. These are the ones that are going to expire not until the summer of 2016. Now these all would have expired on February 5th or February 10th. Now remember, they don't have to actually be used by their expiration date. They just have to be allocated to be used by the expiration date. So for example, these 24 slots right here probably were going to expire, I think, sometime during this week right here. But they're already allocated. I allocated them to be used during this week, so they will not expire. So hopefully that helps everybody out there with a little bit of a strategy on how to set up your mining units, your mining slots for the current period versus the next period. So I will get this video out to everybody here right now. So hopefully everybody's having an awesome day. We'll talk soon. Bye.